It is June 2nd, 1864, and Lieutenant Richard Henry Webb of the 4th Delaware Infantry Regiment is under the command of General Ulysses S. Grant at Old Cold Harbor, 10 miles northeast of the Confederate capital of Richmond, Virginia. Enlisting in the Army was not an easy decision for Webb. He was a Quaker. He did not believe in war, but he believed in bringing an end to slavery. He often wrote letters home, and some of the letters can be found in the collection at the Delaware Historical Society.
I don't want you to think if I come home from this regiment that my war business is over. I intend to see the war through if I live, for I think I may stand a good chance if the black regiments only will be formed.
The Union Army was still segregated, with separate units for white and black men. Delaware refused to create a regiment for black men who wanted to fight, so they joined the regiments from Pennsylvania and other states. As the war dragged on, more men were needed, and in 1863, the U.S. instituted the first draft. The names of men between the ages of 18 and 45 were written on slips of paper and placed in this glass wheel. Drawings were held in Smyrna and on the steps of Old Town Hall in Wilmington. Bands played patriotic songs, the Star-Spangled Banner, and Yankee Doodle Dandy. In August, 2,454 names were drawn, 1,105 from Newcastle County, 606 from Kent, and 743 from Sussex. If a slip of paper was drawn with your name, you were required to join the Army and fight for 3 years. Wealthy men were permitted to pay $300 for a substitute to fight in their place. The names of all conscripts were published in the newspaper. Delaware also helped the Union win the war by providing gunpowder. The DuPont Company made gunpowder in mills along the Brandywine River, where the Hagley Museum is now located. From this heavily guarded location, DuPont supplied nearly 1/3 of all gunpowder needed by the Union Army. The Civil War was the deadliest conflict in the nation's history. The unprecedented ferocity stunned observers around the world. Hundreds of thousands died of infectious diseases such as typhus, typhoid, and dysentery. More than 620,000 men lost their lives. One who lost his life was Lieutenant Webb. Richard was shot and killed in the early moments of the Battle of Cold Harbor. His fellow soldiers buried him on the battlefield and drew a map to the burial site. After the war, Webb's parents used the map to recover his body. They brought him home to Delaware and laid him to rest here, at the Wilmington and Brandywine Cemetery.